Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for being here today. I do miss you guys. Let me just say, I do. I know I've only been posting like once a week, but life happens. I'm outside right now today, so you will probably hear dogs because every single one of my neighbors and myself have dogs. You're probably going to hear birds because, well, that's normal. I love birds though, so that doesn't bother me. You might hear, I'm a couple houses off the, like this main street, so the busy street that comes in and out to my neighborhood. So you might hear a car every once in a while. I have airplanes that come over all the time, so you might hear that too. So I'm telling you all the things that you're going to probably hear in this video. And if you don't want to hear them, I would suggest you not watch the video. Okay, so today we are looking at what you need to love life more. And I want to keep it simple. I just smiled because I just saw a kitty walking, and it's one of my favorite cats. Okay, so I usually do 3-card readings. We're gonna do 5 cards because I love 3 cards, but 5 cards gives us a little more you know. And if I need any clarifiers or anything, I might just throw them out there. It's whatever the universe sends to me. That's what I'm gonna try to tap into today. So today, let's look at that daffodil fairy, new beginnings. Are you that frog spirit that needs renewal? Are you that willow spirit that needs some flexibility? So let's look at what you need to love and enjoy your life more, because that's what we're focusing on. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Pile 1, thank you so much for joining me today. You guys chose the daffodil fairy, new beginnings. So today we are looking at what you need to know to love your life more, okay? Sometimes we get down in the dumps, we get busy, we just forget about loving life and enjoying this practical world. And sometimes we get lost in our fantasies and our dreams, and so I'm going to try not to shuffle on the table because it makes it shake, because I am outside. So let's look at what could help you out. We are going to look at your overall situation, that block, what is blocking you right now, advice, but also the strength over this block, because we do have strength over blocks, and we do have weakness over blocks, just like superheroes. So we have our strengths and we have our weaknesses. I'm just shuffling right now as I'm talking. Remember that these messages are general, so take what works and is for you, and let the rest, and let the rest flow for someone else, or for maybe later advice, or that just isn't me, and keep it that simple. It doesn't have to be. We don't have to make things hard, truthfully. Okay. I don't know. Just keep telling me to go. I'm going to shuffle one more time. I think I can pull. Okay, here we go. Oh, the dogs are crazy today. I'm going to put that right. Ooh, let me see if I can lean my candle thing up here and put her up here like this, kind of. And try to go like this. Not going to work that. So let's start. We're doing 3. Yeah, that's not going to work because I have my 2 cards right here. That is our strength and our weakness right there. So let's check out your bottom energy is the star, which is beautiful. You know what the star reminds me of right off. I don't know what I thought of. I thought Doja Cat the moment I don't know why, but when I saw this, I'm using the Unfolded Path Tarot, but I thought when I saw this star card, I was like, oh, that looks like Doja Cat. And it's interesting because if you look at it, it's kind of like the Ace of Cups a little bit too, because you have that 1 cup overflowing, and you really don't have the water down there. It's more of the focus on the stars, and so just having that healing and that hope, and a wish upon a star. So having all of those feelings come into play. I'm moving that because I have to pull my cards up. All right, so let's get started. So let's look at your current situation. Your current situation I didn't even tell you anything what I was feeling with that fairy, and I'm gonna see. Hopefully, Spirit sends something down to me. Okay, your current situation is you're at this Page of Wands. I have started really. I don't know why, and I've learned the pages in multiple ways, of multiple people, in multiple books, but I'm starting to feel the pages as a beginning stage of something, kind of like the Aces, kind of like the Magician. It's it's a beginning stage. So yeah, I think of minor arcana, court cards. I think of pages. You know, you're starting something. You're at the beginning of something, and it's like you have this idea. If you look, it's like, oh, I have this idea that I want to bring in fruition, kind of like the Magician. Like he's like wanting to manifest things and bring things into this world, and that's kind of what I feel you're wanting to do too. Like you have this idea, and it's like you're trying to manifest it. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting, manifestation energy. You have this idea in the world and you want to manifest it, and you've been trying to manifest it, and it's kind of like at the beginning stages, either beginning stages for you to manifest this, or did we just have a full moon? We do. We have full moon coming up. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of my moons right now. So it's like you've started this, and you've set your intentions, and so it's kind of, I feel like it's riding on this manifestation, like your happiness is, and I don't think that that's a great thing. You know, I know it's don't ride out on, oh, I have to have this, or things are not going to be good in my life. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. Okay, so that's the current situation. The block in your manifestation, you know, if you've been manifesting this for a while and you've been like asking for it over and over, is this Knight of Swords. Oh my God, 2 court cards, really? Okay, so with this, we have this, because this is the card of a Gemini, and your energy is mutable. It's kind of this. It's a great. I love the Knight of Swords. It's very swift and straightforward and fast, but this is your block, and so what's blocking you is that if you know what Geminis, you know that yeah, they can go with the flow, but they can't focus. They have a harder time focus just on one thing. They have to do they want to multitask, you know, and they're swift to move from one thing to the next thing. And so instead of focusing on this thing that you're trying to manifest, I feel like you're like, okay, whatever, and you're going to something different, and you're not seeing things through like you need to. Okay, so let's look at the strength of this. The world, yes. Okay, so it's saying that, you know, it wants to come in. It's the complete, whatever you're doing, it wants to come in. It wants you to complete this. And hey, this is the biggest card on the table right now. This it's a major arcana. So, and this is your strength. So this is awesome. It is saying that yes, you've done the work. You know, you manifested correctly. You move swiftly to it, but you're focused on too many things, or you're moving your energy too quickly on other things. You know, you're trying to move too fast too, because the Knight of Swords is really quick as well. So, or yeah, that could be another thing. You're moving too quickly on things, or you're wanting things to move too quickly, and you're not slowing down to just enjoy the process and know that things take time. And so, and knowing this World card is like, yes, you have gone through the whole cycle. You have gone through the whole process correctly. And to know this, you should just slow down and relax and just say, okay, I got this. So you don't have to be swords here, and also being in your mind about it. Like, I need to get to, I need to say what I need to say, or do what I need to do so quickly. because this world is on your side. The weakness is the Queen of Swords. Oh my goodness. You can be very cutting. It's interesting because this Queen of Swords, usually the Queen of Swords, if you most like Rider-Waite decks, and it's usually facing, towards the future. So with her being very present, I think presently you could be very cold and cutting, very cutting. And nothing's wrong with the Queen of Swords. I know people call her the Ice Queen sometimes. I love her, but sometimes, yes, if she is the weakness and she is the negative, you have to look at her negative side. And her negative side would be you are quick to quit. You are quick to cut things off, cut people off. You don't care. It's like, I'm cutting them off, whatever. And without having that balanced energy, because this is the card of a Libra who is, if a Libra is operating on their higher side, they know that, yes, they have to cut things out that is not truthful and, not serving their highest good. But at the same time, they have those scales too. The Libra card has those scales where they find balance among ideas and among things where they don't just cut people off. They're willing to give people the benefit of the doubt, or situations the benefit of the doubt, and not so cutting and cold. And so, so know that you don't have to be cutting and cold right now. And you might be in that energy. I sometimes I feel like that. Some days I'm like, I want to be, I am quick to, I will tell you the truth. I am quick to cut people off without giving them that. Okay, the old me is very quick to cut someone off and not give them the benefit of the doubt. I am willing to give people the benefit of the doubt, but they have to have a certain energy. And maybe that's what you need to look at. With you having this Queen of Swords energy, you do know, you can see the truth. And you do know the truth, especially if you have this world, because it's like you've been through the process. You've been through things. So let's look at your overall advice, okay? OMG. What is going on? You have all court cards and one major arcana. I don't know what's going on in your world. Or you know what? This block could be, because it's so many court cards, these also could be people. So the block could be a Knight of Swords, and that would be, maybe an air sign, or basically a Gemini. But it could, because there's all this air, so that person trying to block you, that it could be them. But the weakness again could be a Queen of Swords, a Libra. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. This could be your block, but you're coming to a completion with them. The advice, and then the advice is the King of Swords. So look how he's sitting. He's sitting more, and I love that the bird is up there too. I was actually drawn to. It reminds me of a hawk, actually, even though it looks like a crow. It reminds me of a hawk. But really, the advice is to really step into your power and actually see the truth. And now I have like this crow sitting at the end of the tree, squawking at me. So it's really asking you to step into your power and to really see your truth. And if you notice, he's there with his sword and she's there with her sword, but he's a little more relaxed. If you look at his posture, it's like she's laying back and she's judging the position she's in, that how she's back there judging, where he's with the King of Swords. He's coming forward and he's like, okay, I'm here to listen. I do have my sword, so I will get the truth, but at the same time, I'm here to listen, and I'm here to be wise counsel. And I feel like that's the energy they're saying to take on the wise counsel of an Aquarius, or also that part of yourself, taking on that type of energy of someone who doesn't go with the status quo. walking to the beat of your own drum, but also seeing your own truth and stepping into your own power, but being very gentle and wise and mastering the wits about you. Okay? Wow. You guys, yeah, and it's perfect that this world card came out with that. You guys picked the daffodil fairy because it's also new beginnings, which is very interesting because I talked about new beginnings, how a page is like that ace card where you're trying to start something, when you're trying to manifest something, and that's the beginning stages of things, and the world's saying that you've completed something. So yes, you can cycle something new in for this new beginning within you. And I don't have the book out for these cards that I pulled, and I think this is from the Sacred Forest. And I just want to actually kind of see what I can get from this. Yeah, I do feel like you're ready to bring some sunshine into your life. You're ready for things to be brighter. And yes, you are ready to manifest something different, because if you look, you started off with this red where it's like this fiery passion desire that you want, but then all this blue comes in, and it's like it's dampening your mood. That's what's in your life right now. And so take the strength of the world that you have been through the cycle, and also take the truth of the King of Swords. Also take his power and his being he's like the master on this board. He masters every single one of these court cards. He can cut down every single one of these cards regardless, and on top of that, that knight will listen to him. That I feel like that knight is you, and so you can slow yourself down, like, hey, you know what, do this, stop it. And if it's even with it being swords, if it's something going on within your head, because again, swords are also our thoughts, and our thoughts can be very cutting. That king can master those and say, okay, stop racing all over yourself in your head about things going this way, things going that way. What if this happens? What if that happens? And it's time for you to take out your sword and master your thoughts as well. Okay. All right, pile one. That was an interesting read, and that was interesting cards that came out for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day. Hello, pile two. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. So today we are looking at what you need more of to love your life. Oh, what you need more of to love your life. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I was I was getting downloads on something, and it was actually for pile one, so I'm like, oh gosh, how am I gonna push that forward? Why? Okay, I'm focused on pile one right now. You guys, it's with this frog prince, with this renewal, I feel like it's this wonderful energy where you guys want to transform things, and maybe it's that renewal of a relationship too, because I feel like that's like the prince and I think it's a frog prince story, and it's the princess and the frog prince. I forgot. I think it's the princess and the frog. I don't know what it's called. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the full name of it. Yeah. You know the story though. I hope you know the story. It's like the princess is turned into a frog, and the princess has to kiss him so he can turn back into a prince. Yeah, it kind of has those vibes to it. Okay. Remember, these readings are general, so take what oh my god, it's so I'm outside. I don't know if you heard that in the intro, and It's July 24th, and it's raining. Yes, it's raining because it needs to rain, evidently. It's not bad, it's sprinkling, so I'm still going to do this. If my candle light goes out, then that means I'm done. If not, I'm going to keep going. So what you need to know to love life more, what can help you love life more? Let's get some cards for pile 2. And yeah, I don't think I've finished my sentence on it's a general message. So take what you need and let the rest flow. Okay, that middle card is your block, and then the last cards are advice, and then we're going to grab you a strength and a weakness that we're going to put underneath those blocks. So what is the strength on that block, and what is the weakness on that block? I am just over here shuffling. I usually just pull, but something I was just called to let cards come out this time. I don't know why. So I'm letting that happen. Okay. And this goes like this. So that and that. All right. We are ready. All right. So this is the current situation. What it is, this right here to me is like this is what you need to be happy. Okay. Right here is what you need to be happy. This is what I said. Oh, I forgot to tell pile 1 this. That I just told him it was a situation. Yes, it's a situation, but this is what you want to be happy. And pile 1, I didn't say that to them. That's what came to my head when I said, oh. It's the 9 of visions. And visions are, it's weird because visions are cups in this deck. Okay. And I think that's weird because as you can kind of see, there's no cups. But if you think about the 9 of Cups, it's that in the Rider-Waite deck, it's that little guy, it's the little guy sitting, and all those cups are behind him. And it's like, things you wish for. Like, so it's the things that it's something that you've wished for recently. It's like throwing a coin into a wishing well. Like, there's wishing wells, or even like fountains where you throw your coins and you make a wish. And it's kind of like that wishing energy. What you want, what you desire, would help you. If my freaking, isn't that everyone though? If this wish would come true, I would be much happier. I would, and because that Frog Prince is there, and I'm thinking maybe you're wishing for a partner, or a situation changes with a partner, and so that might be what's coming out for that wish. And so what's blocking this? It's this right here. It's suspension, which is the Hangman. So since suspension is kind of that. It's not time yet. It's divine timing that we have to go through. It's like it's not. You're not. It's kind of. It reminds me of an embryo, and you're not fully cooked. You're not ready. It's not the right time. And so while you're waiting, yes, this is the block of, and so I can say, with this being a major arcana, yes, the universe is cock blocking you. Oh my gosh, I said that out loud. It's blocking you from this because it's not time yet. There's some development to still go on, and you might be seeing dragonflies because I was pulled to that. And so it's some things that you need to, maybe some things within yourself that you need to go through, maybe some experiences in your environment that you need to deal with. And so it's like you're not ready yet. So let's look at your strength you can use while you're waiting. Okay. We have the Council of Animals. This is judgment. Again, on top of it. So not only are you are actually, even though you're in the same position, okay. And this is supposed to be your strength. Judgment is on your side. You have done the work. So the council, this is the council. Like, look at them. They're sitting there and like looking at you and saying, okay, you've done the work. You have whatever you've been doing the working on yourself, how you connect, because I do think this could be relationship wise, how you show up and, for yourself. You've been doing the self-care. You've been letting go of judgment of others. So this is saying, this is the wise counsel, and they're saying, yes, this is your strength. So this is beautiful to have judgment as your strength. It's saying that, no, it's not time, but you should know that you've done all the things. So regardless of what happens, when this wish comes in, regardless how long it takes, you still are going to come out upright. You're still going to come out on top, and everything is going to work out. So they're just saying, sit back and relax. I no, really, sit back and relax. That's what I truly get from this. This is beautiful. I'm getting this right so you guys can see these cards. Okay, so this is, oh my goodness, this is your gosh, you guys have a lot of freaking I just say court cards, because the last group had a bunch of court cards. You have a bunch of major arcana, so this is definitely a life lesson for you guys, whatever this is. So you guys got the strength card. So your weakness is that you want to be the strong one. You want to be like, I can, you want to put on this notion of like, I can do this on my own. I'm built for this. I don't need anyone. And the hangman and judgment is all about surrender. And sometimes we have to let go of trying to be the strong one, at trying to have all of, have this perfect look of everything. You know how sometimes you're like, okay, this has to, actually, like me in these cards, like, you see how I was lining those cards up, and I was just like, oh, this has to be perfect. And you want to have this look on the outside like everything is grand and everything is perfect. And this is saying, with the strength card being part of your weakness, is that you put on that show of strength so much that people who want to help, even if something's trying to come in for you, it doesn't come in, because everyone thinks you're okay, because that outer strength that you're showing, you're like, oh, I got this, I'm strong. Or your weakness is you don't have strength. You don't show inner strength, which you do have. Okay? So it could be going both ways. It could be, some of you can be showing that you're like this powerful person, but inside you're like breaking. But you have this, strong exterior where everyone thinks, oh, she's good, but you're not. Or it's the other way around, where you have this, like, don't have this inner strength, and you're not showing yourself strength, and you do have it. Okay? All right. So advice at the end here. Let's see what the universe wants to tell you. 8 of spells. That the spells is wands. So something, look at these, they're coming. Something is coming forth very quickly. So you're about to drop out of this hangman. I love how these middle cards was kind of like, see, my perfection coming in here, like, fixing the cards. So this 8 of spells to me is like something, the energy finally moving. This embryo, hatching and coming forth, or something birthing in, this wish coming forth, whatever, news of it coming forth. And maybe I keep, even though there are a bunch of owls, I'm not drawn to the owls. I'm drawn to these whimsical signs right here, like this flow, and also the feathers. So maybe you're seeing a whole bunch of feathers too, because I know that could be a sign, like it's happening, it's coming, things are forth, moving. So the advice is that the energy is moving. So don't worry about it. The energy, everything is moving, and so it's saying that you're gonna have to move with this energy. So the advice is move with the energy when the energy starts moving. Yeah, maybe you're in this stagnant, stuck state right here now, but once this energy starts moving, it's saying to move with that energy, flow with that energy. Okay, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that for you guys. So it, it's a beautiful thing. And this right here, this is just this whole middle part. That block was a total lesson, especially with those major arcana right there. Know that it was a lesson for you to go through something, go through an awakening, go through seeing yourself in a different light, and to grow and to move forward. All right, you guys, thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day. Hello, 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 pile 3. So you guys picked a Willow Spirit, flexibility. I love this card. It's beautiful. It's I love it. Let me just say, interesting. I got this vibe. You know what I got this vibe of? Oh my gosh, I love willow trees, especially the ones in New Orleans, and it reminded me of a weeping willow, and because it is, you can kind of see that willow right there. It's like a sweeping willow that is, it's kind of like it's kind of by like the bayou, like a New Orleans bayou or something. That's what I got from that, and I could see there being a lot of spirits there because it's kind of like the spirit of something up there, you know. So this is a general reading. So take what flows and let the rest, let the rest flow. Like you are flexible. So you understand this is general, that this might not be for you. Some of the stuff might not resonate with you, and that's okay. Again, if you pick flexibility, I know that you can be like, it remind me of the temperance card. You know how to say, okay, I know how to balance this energy. This isn't for me. Click off of it. I'm gonna walk away. Whatever. And that's what I feel with you guys. If you are those type of people, if you're in that flexible energy, so you'll know. And if you picked flexibility, and you can't, and you're like, and you listen to it, and then you're like, this isn't for me, blah blah blah. That means you're not. Then you picked the wrong set, because guess what? You're not flexible. If you can't just say, oh, that wasn't for me, I'm okay. This is not resonating. I'm just gonna go on about my business. Click this off, and I don't need this. Then it's telling me that, you're not in the flexible crew. You're not in that temperance crew. So, oh my God, I don't know why I went off on that. That was silly. Okay. So we are looking at that. For this first card out is kind of what you need, or not what you need, but what you want to love life more. So what is it? It's kind of like what you want to come in, what you want, or what are you trying to manifest? What are you currently setting your intentions to? Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Our second card is a block, and this block is going to have a strength and then also an advice card at the end. So let's get started. And I'm just hitting the things like crazy. All right. Let's see. That's our block, and I'm going to go ahead and do the strength for that block and the weakness of that block, and then our advice. And we're going to look at the bottom too and see what's on the bottom and see the energy we're rolling with. We're rolling with the world, you guys. Okay. All right, group pile 3. You guys are whatever this is either you're completing a cycle, starting a new cycle. Something is coming to that place. That's what's going on with this world card for sure. Okay. Yeah, I see you guys. Something is cycling out. You are trying to move something forth into something new, I feel, or you're trying to finish up something. One of those two. All right. What are you're seeking? Oh my God. Yep. Look at that. 10. You're trying to complete something. You are tired of, oh my gosh, you're like, what you need to feel more alive. I'm just going to say it. Feel more alive and to feel relief is to drop some of the burdens that you've been carrying. And I feel like you've been carrying them for a while, especially with that world card at the end there. It's like you've been doing this for a while. This is something that you've been working on, you've been dealing with for a while, and it's built up, and you're like, I need to drop all these wands. I need to drop all this baggage, all this, all these things so that I can move forward to my future, and I can look forward to it. Because if you look at this card, I never even really noticed he's not even looking down at, he's walking towards the future. You can see because he's going to that right. He's walking to the future, but he's not even looking at it because he's carrying so much baggage. You can't even see anything because you have so much crap you're carrying with you. It reminds me of that Erykah Badu song, Bag Lady. If you haven't heard that song, go listen to it. I don't know why I mentioned it, but listen to that song, Bag Lady. And you're carrying all of these things, and you're not even looking. You can't even see anything because of the baggage you're carrying. Oh gosh, let's see what's blocking you. Why can't you drop this baggage? Let's drop it. Ooh, we got a 5. So we know that we are trying to change this energy. We know that the 5s are changes. You're fighting for this. You're trying to say, okay, I'm fighting for this. I want to, this is what's blocking you is you have people fighting against you, or you have situations fighting against you of what you want. It's fighting against you. It could be people, it could be situations, it could be the energy around you, it could be multiple things fighting against you to move forward, to complete this. And sometimes that things that are fighting against us is, that karma, or people who are not ready to let you go, or situations that are not ready to let you go, but you have grown and you're ready to move forward, and this is what they are. So your strength over these people or situations or whatever, your strength is the freaking strength card. I love it. Thank you, universe, for that. That's beautiful. You have the strength. You have the inner strength and the outer strength to move forward in the direction you want to. It's being able to take things that you've learned from the past and bring them into taming, if these beasts are within yourself, some of the things that are fighting you, or some maybe like desires and passions that you had that are not healthy, that are within you, and you've learned from them, and you have the strength to tame those. So that could be coming up in some of these things, but we have 5, and so it could be multiple things. Okay. But I love the strength card coming up. It's saying, and then if you look at this is a lot of fiery energy as well. We have 10 of Wands, we have 5 of Wands, we have Strength card, which is the Leo card. So we have a lot of fire here. So we have a lot of things that is pushing you and wanting to burn and get you through this. So not only do you have that inner strength of taming things that maybe you've built up in yourself, but it's also that outer strength of standing up for yourself as well. Oh man, I love it. Okay, the weakness when it comes to these people, situations, whatever. The weakness is having another, as we can see, more wands. Okay, can we say more wands? And this creates an 8, so we have 2 8s as well. So having your weakness is not knowing the direction you should move forward in, like knowing that things are moving. When the things are, you're out there looking at things moving, people are moving around you, situations are moving around you, and you're just watching, and you're like, oh gosh, what am I supposed to do? And that's your weakness, because you see things moving ahead, and you are still not moving ahead. You're still fighting to move ahead. And so that's the weakness, and that's really hard when you're wanting to move forward in your life, and you're fighting to do things, and you're carrying so much baggage with this, and you have to watch other people doing their things and moving along and going on their paths that they want to. That's a weakness, and that's hard. And so another thing is to tame that. Is one thing you can do is not watch that, not just focus on yourself. You don't look out at the outer world at everyone else. If that's such a weakness for you, where you're seeing everything else just going along, moving along, all the things just moving past you, one thing is just keep focusing on yourself. That's where this comes in, because this conquers this all the time. This conquers the whole table right now. This is the strongest energy on this table right now, is the strength card. So take that strength and use it as your strength. Use that fortification. That's that fortification card. Okay. All right. So our last card is your overall advice. Oh my gosh. Yay. Oh my gosh. I love it because as we know, we came to a complete cycle. We went from this 10. Remember I said with that world card, I felt it. I felt. And we're gonna get back to this flexibility in just a minute. An Ace of Pentacles, dropping all this. You're coming to a closure, a completion. You're conquering all this, and you are going to have a solid new beginning. Something is going to click, something's going to happen, and the universe is like, okay, you've completed it, that you're ready, and you're going to have this solid opportunity that comes in that's going to help you move forward to really walk through this archway into a new path, and getting to get out of this whole world situation, that world, this world right here, this all of this that you've been carrying for a while, because that world card, remember that world card was there. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I love it. I'm putting it on top there. So it this flexibility is here to let you know. And I'm trying to finish up because I'm raining now, so you might see it's raining really coming down for you guys now. um and right now, it's showing I'm being flexible. I'm just living the dream out here in the rain, reading cards. Um, you are flexible. You can, whatever is thrown at you, you've been carrying a lot of baggage for so long that you have the flexibility. You have guides, spirit guides with you to help lead you to where you need to go. Okay. And it's with that flexibility, I really feel like it's saying that yes, this opportunity is going to come. And don't look at remember, this card's conquering everything on here, on this. So it conquers all of this. Where just overcome any of those demons or anything within yourself that the fighting within you, and really tame that energy, because you are moving to dropping this and going to a solid new beginning in this practical world with that pentacle. And it's one of the best seeds to be planted with an ace, is that Ace of Pentacles. Yes, it's slow, and yes, it takes time to grow, but it's the most solid, and it's the one that builds the most beautiful foundation and stability for you in your life. So pile 3, it was an honor reading for you. I love the cards that came out for you. Yes, you have a lot of fire, you have a lot of heavy burdens, but you have that strength card conquering all of that. And so remember to remember that. Okay. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.